Hello, Greg Harradine here. I'm a composer and a piano teacher, and I'm here to show you how to master your piano scales with hands together. I'll share 5 quick tips which will, I hope, show you how to eliminate errors in your scales and how to learn new scales quickly and painlessly. I'll use the scale of B flat major to demonstrate these 5 tips, and I'm assuming that for this video you can already play your scales one hand at a time. Tip 1. Learn and practice in chunks. When you're learning a new scale, or practicing one you've been struggling with, don't keep playing it all the way through and repeating mistakes again and again. When you repeat a mistake, you are in fact learning that mistake. Instead, start small. Try just the first 4 notes of the scale, or the first 3, or even 2. Let me show you what I mean. With B flat major, we definitely need to start with finger 3 in the left hand. In the right hand, purists would say to start with finger 4 for consistency, since we reach finger 4 when we get to the B flat at the octave. But honestly, you could start with 2 or 3. I like starting with 3. However, you simply must change to your thumb on the second note on C. So I'd start by just playing the first 2 notes of the scale. This will embed accuracy from the very beginning and help you to avoid mistakes. Make sure you can repeat this tiny chunk at least 5 times in a row accurately before moving on. And so on. Then you can add the third note, repeating at least 5 times. Then the fourth note, and this is an important one, E flat. We have to be on finger 4 in the left hand. Absolutely have to be. And repeat 5 times. You see how this works. And once you have 1 octave in hand, 8 notes, then you will have mastered the ascending portion of the scale. But don't celebrate too soon, you're only halfway there. Sometimes we assume that since the descending portion of the scale is simply the same as the ascending portion of the scale but in reverse, it must be easy to play going down once we can play going up. But it often feels different, and so we do need dedicated practice of the descending portion of the scale in order to build up accuracy. So just do the same thing. Start on the highest note of the scale and play 2 notes and repeat. And then play 3 notes and repeat, and 4 notes, and so on. If you're finding this useful, please do subscribe for more videos on all things piano and all things music. Tip 2. Learn your landmark notes. It's incredibly important to be able to locate yourself at various points within the scale. It shouldn't feel like a long and constantly changing pattern. It should feel like a simple journey from landmark to landmark. It's like learning a new route in your car. Go left at the big oak tree, right at the tumble-down house, straight across the roundabout, and you're there. So, in any scale, the most important landmarks are the octaves. Be sure you're consciously aware of when you reach each one. Because then, of course, the pattern begins again each time if you're playing a multi-octave scale. In B flat major, another important landmark is the note E flat. Here, we need to be aware that we should be on finger 4 in the left hand and 3 in the right. So as I'm playing, I'm thinking E flat, octave, E flat, octave. So I know exactly where I am at all times. I'm never lost, I'm following the landmarks throughout the scale. Tip 3. Hands off the piano. A quick tip this one. When you're learning a new scale, take your hands on and off the piano sometimes when starting the scale. This helps you to practice finding the correct fingers afresh each time. So with B flat, if I'm just practicing the first 4 notes, sometimes I would do this. Hands off, hands on. Hands off, hands on. Easy. Tip 4. Visualize the scale. I can't stress this one enough. Being able to visualize the scale and the associated key signature is a huge skill. If I'm thinking about B flat major, I want to be able to look at the piano and at a glance see the exact shape of the scale, where those flats are, where those groups of white notes are. And I should know without any thought that this scale has 2 flats, and that the key signature looks like this. Scales are important in their own right, of course, but knowing them really well helps a lot with sight reading and with learning new pieces, especially if we can visualize the scale quickly and easily and know our key signatures at a glance. Tip 5. Let your scales sing. My final tip. When you've done all of the above and you feel happy with the scale, imagine you're a singer and you're trying to sing the whole scale in a single breath. Now, I'm not suggesting that you literally try to sing the scale in a single breath, but try to connect all the notes in one fluid motion like a singer connects the notes of a single vocal phrase. Or 2 octaves. Let your scales sing. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe, and I wish you the very best of luck mastering all your scales. If you have any questions about scales or anything else related to piano, please leave a comment below.